Robert Kubica is set to complete one of the most incredible comebacks in sporting history. Following confirmation he'll be a Williams driver from 2019 after more than 8 years away from the grid. Kubica's return is a real-life fairy tale, with the pole on his way to stardom and a Ferrari drive before suffering a horrific accident at the 2011 Ronde d'Andorra rally that nearly killed him. The crash partially severing his right forearm, requiring 18 operations and 6 years of recovery. The 33-year-old will replace Sergei Sirotkin, stepping up from the reserve driver role he held this year, following tests with Renault and then Williams in 2017 that proved a return was possible.
Well, it is for sure a very big challenge to be back in the grid in 2019, and it has been a long journey for me after my accident in 2011. It has been a long 8 years without racing, but a lot of happened in my life, not necessarily good stuff, but it is a big achievement, one of, I think, the biggest achievement of my life.
Kubica joins Formula 2 champion George Russell, the pair bringing back the excitement to Williams after a disastrous 2018 campaign.
We really want people that have that Williams fighting spirit, that share that same passion for our sport that Robert has, and I think he's going to be a perfect fit for our team.
Kubica's absence won't be a record, though, with the pole trumped by Jan Lammers, who went more than 10 years between races, from the 1982 Dutch Grand Prix to the 1992 Japanese Grand Prix. Lance Stroll will be driving for Racing Point Force India from 2019, with the Canadian joining the team for this week's Pirelli tyre test. Stroll's seat is the last to be locked in for next season, after Toro Rosso confirmed F2 racer Alexander Albon will be driving alongside Daniil Kvyat. 2019 will be Stroll's third season in the sport. Italian tyre manufacturer Pirelli has defeated a rival bid from Korean firm Hankook to extend its contract with Formula One and remain as the sport's sole tyre supplier until the end of 2023. Pirelli rejoined F1 in 2011 after 3 stints through the 1950s and 1980s, with its last 8 years controversially defined by high degradation rubber supplied on request to spice up the racing. Its new contract with F1 ensures crucial stability through the 2021 to 2023 seasons, when F1 is set to switch from 13 to 18-inch wheels, bringing it in line with Formula E and the World Endurance Championship. We are delighted to have reached this agreement, which guarantees a long-term stable future for such a crucial component of Formula One, said F1 Chairman and CEO Chase Carey. F1's 10 teams tested Pirelli's 2019 products this week at the post-season tyre test. Abu Dhabi was Stoffel Vandoorne's final Grand Prix, at least for now, with the Belgian heading to Formula E for the 2018-19 season with Mercedes specialist team HWA. But the now former McLaren driver will retain his links with F1 next year, having secured a simulator role with Mercedes. And Vandoorne is excited for the challenge after 2 disappointing years racing for McLaren in uncompetitive machinery. I'm sure I can bring them a lot of fresh ideas, let's say, but also for me to see the differences there are, because I've only been at work with McLaren in F1, Vandoorne said. Vandoorne will share simulator time with Mercedes protege Esteban Ocon, who will stay on the sidelines in 2019 as reserve driver. Red Bull Racing's Max Verstappen has said it was a normal response to push Esteban Ocon post-race in Brazil, with the Frenchman costing him a likely win, and that it could have been much worse. The trouble started when Ocon tried to unlap himself from the race leader Verstappen at turn 1 on lap 44, but kept fighting into turn 2, where the pair collided and spun, letting Lewis Hamilton through for the lead and win. But while Ocon has since apologized for causing the incident, Verstappen has stood behind his action post-race in pushing and shoving his rival. We are all emotional, and at the time I had lost a victory, he said. Pushing in any sport, it happens. I actually saw it a few days ago in football, so from my side, I thought it was quite a calm response. The Dutchman will have to serve 2 days of public service for his action, to be carried out within 6 months of the incident. TheInsideLine.com for everything Formula One.